Have you ever found yourself deep in conversation when suddenly, out of nowhere, the woman you're speaking with lightly places her hand on your arm? Maybe it's just a quick, casual tap, or perhaps it's a gentle, lingering touch. Sometimes it's even a playful nudge, followed by laughter. In that instant, you might find your thoughts racing. What does this mean? Is she into me? Is this purely platonic? Or am I overanalyzing everything? Well, you're not alone in asking those questions. And you're certainly not overthinking, at least not without reason. The truth is, human touch is a powerful, complex, and meaningful form of communication. And when a woman reaches out to touch your arm, that single act can speak volumes if you know how to interpret it correctly. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the science and psychology of touch, focusing specifically on arm touches. What do they really signify? Are they romantic, friendly, comforting, or maybe just a subconscious habit? You're about to find out. We'll explore the types of arm touches, decode what each one might mean, and show you how to accurately read the situation without making assumptions that could lead to awkwardness or misunderstanding. So stay with us until the end, because after watching this video, you will be able to decode these subtle cues with confidence and emotional intelligence. Before dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss more insights on human behavior, attraction, and relationship dynamics. The power of touch, why it matters so much in human connection. Before we start analyzing specific kinds of touches, it's essential to understand why touch is such a big deal in the first place, especially in social and emotional interactions. Research in psychology has shown us that touch is not just a physical act, it's a deeply emotional and psychological experience. Even something as simple as a brief arm touch can release oxytocin, often referred to as the bonding hormone. Oxytocin is responsible for feelings of trust, emotional safety, and social bonding. It's the same hormone that strengthens the bond between a mother and child, or between romantic partners. In a groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Cognitive, Affective, and Behavioral Neuroscience, researchers found that physical touch stimulates brain areas related to emotional processing, decision-making, and social attachment. That means when a woman reaches out and touches your arm, it's not just a casual gesture. On a biological level, something significant is happening. Even more fascinating, many people aren't even aware they're doing it. Psychologists suggest that touch, especially in social or emotional moments, is often a subconscious reaction. A woman may not intentionally plan to touch your arm. Instead, she might simply be feeling relaxed, connected, or emotionally invested in the moment. That's why context is everything. And to truly understand what's going on, we need to look at the different types of touches and how they function. Different types of arm touches and their meanings. Let's explore the various ways a woman might touch your arm and what each of these gestures could indicate. 1. The friendly touch. This is one of the most common types of touch you'll come across, especially in social settings like group conversations, casual hangouts, or lighthearted exchanges. Think of those moments where you crack a joke and she taps your arm while laughing, or when she emphasizes a point by briefly placing her hand on your arm. These touches are typically light, short, and casual. Psychologists call this a social touch, and it's often a way to signal openness, friendliness, and warmth. A study published in the Journal of Social Psychology found that people who experience light, brief touches during social interactions rated their conversation partners as more likable and trustworthy. So if she gives your arm a playful tap during a chat, it's a good sign. It means she's engaged in the conversation, feels comfortable around you, and sees you positively. But does it necessarily point to romantic interest? Not always. It's best to see this touch as a green light for continued connection not necessarily a red-hot sign of attraction. 2. The affectionate touch. Now we're entering more intimate territory. An affectionate touch tends to last a little longer and feels more intentional. It might come with eye contact, a genuine smile, or a subtle squeeze. This is usually not something that happens in a loud party or group setting. It's more likely during a quiet, one-on-one moment. This kind of touch signals emotional closeness. Maybe you've known each other for a while, or maybe she's starting to feel a deeper emotional connection. According to the Journal of Nonverbal Behavior, longer, softer touches are closely tied to emotional intimacy. If a woman gently places her hand on your arm and lets it linger, she could be expressing affection or even attraction. But again, it's crucial to look at the entire interaction, not just the touch. Are her eyes meeting yours? Is she leaning in? These subtle clues help complete the emotional picture. The subconscious touch. Have you noticed that some people seem to touch others without even realizing it? Maybe a hand on the shoulder, a tap on the back, or a brush on the arm. It's almost automatic. This is called subconscious touching, a powerful nonverbal signal. It typically happens when someone is emotionally engaged and feels safe around you. Dr. Albert Mehrabian, a pioneer in body language research, concluded that over half of human communication is nonverbal, which means gestures like touch carry immense meaning. A woman who frequently touches your arm while speaking may not be thinking, "Let me show him I like him." Instead, she's likely acting from a place of comfort and natural connection. It's her brain and body syncing in real time to the positive feeling she's experiencing with you. And if you notice this happening again and again throughout the conversation, it's a strong sign she feels good in your presence. 4. The comforting touch. This is the kind of touch you might experience when sharing something emotional or difficult. Imagine you're talking about a recent challenge, maybe stress at work or a personal loss, and she reaches out to gently place her hand on your arm while saying, "I understand." That's a comforting touch, and it serves a very specific purpose: to provide empathy, reassurance, and emotional support. This type of touch isn't necessarily romantic, but it's deeply meaningful. It shows that she values your feelings and wants to offer connection and care. It also signals emotional maturity and empathy, which are foundational qualities in any close relationship, platonic or romantic. So while a comforting touch might not mean she's romantically interested, it does mean she respects you and sees you as someone important. 5. The flirtatious touch. And now for the one that tends to cause the most butterflies and confusion. A flirtatious touch usually carries with it a mixture of playfulness, repetition, and physical closeness. It may be light and quick, paired with giggles, subtle teasing, or prolonged eye contact. She might brush her fingers along your arm while laughing at your joke, or lean in closer while gently nudging you. Dr. Monica Moore, a respected researcher in the field of flirtation and nonverbal behavior, discovered that touch, when combined with other flirtatious cues like eye contact and smiling, significantly increases perceived romantic interest. Still, context is everything. A touch by itself doesn't confirm romantic intent, but when paired with other signs like her mirroring your body language, leaning in frequently, playing with her hair, or laughing more at your jokes, it adds up to something more. How to interpret these touches without jumping to conclusions? So how do you really know what the touch means? The answer lies in reading the situation as a whole. Ask yourself, where are we? Work setting versus coffee date. How long is the touch? Is it casual or intentional? Are there supporting signals? Eye contact, tone of voice, smiling, leaning in. If the touch happens in a professional setting, it likely leans toward encouragement or camaraderie. If it's during a quiet, personal conversation and paired with emotional expression, it may suggest deeper feelings. Always evaluate the entire atmosphere and body language before drawing conclusions. What should you do if a woman touches your arm? All right, let's say it happens. She touches your arm. What's the right move? 1. Stay present. Don't panic. Don't overthink it. Stay in the moment and let the interaction flow naturally. 2. Watch for more cues. Is she making eye contact, smiling, leaning in? These behaviors add context to the touch. 3. Reciprocate if it feels right. If you're picking up good energy and you feel a genuine connection, a gentle return touch, like on the hand or shoulder, can strengthen the bond. 4. Respect boundaries. If she withdraws or seems uneasy, give her space. Always let mutual comfort guide your response. Touch speaks louder than words. Touch is one of the most ancient, powerful forms of communication. It can signal friendship, comfort, or attraction. A woman touching your arm, whether it's playful, affectionate, or subconscious, is often a positive sign. It shows she feels some level of connection. But don't make the mistake of judging it in isolation. Observe her whole body language, her tone, and the emotional atmosphere of your conversation. And most importantly, enjoy the moment and treat the interaction with respect. Have you ever experienced a touch that left you wondering what it meant? Share your experience in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe.